At the end of last week's session, what are your thoughts on the new domain extensions .co, .solutions.care? Is .co the new .com? I secured .com, .ca, .org, .net when I registered my trademark. Thanks. I use .co, and it's not that it's been around for years now. I was involved in the launch of .co many, many years ago, and that's why I always use .co, because I could never get .com because a bloody real estate agent in Canada got the domain eddale.com before me. It's a long, sad story. Of course, I was on the internet in 1994. I was able to go to every single website on the planet in one single day when there were 50 websites. I was on that early, but in Australia, it was Robert Ells. Robert Ells. There was one person in the entire country of Australia who was responsible for registering .com domain names, and he would not allow you to register a personal name as a .com, and it drove me nuts. Nor would he allow me to register boats.com. Like, I knew what domains were all about. He would not allow it, and it just drove me nuts. My domain registration number, you have a domain registration number when you get domain names, is AUD-05. I was the fifth person in Australia to be able to register domain names. And it's a sad story, as you can see, even though it's 94, 2004, 22 years ago, I'm still not over it. But there you have it. So, look, to answer your specific question, though, I think domain names, particularly as people get more used to the what have you got here, .solutions, .care, and so on, I think, having to have a .com 5 years ago, it was important because Google actually favored .com names in their search results. Now it doesn't matter. Okay, it really doesn't. So get what suits you. If you can get the .com, it's nice out of habit. But I think as people get used to .infos, like I can think of .fm for podcast networks and radio stations, it's not the domain name that's important. I find it very hard to get worked up about domain names because I think it's the marketing around the name, the domain name, is way more important than the name itself. Google, for a search engine, like, it's synonymous with the search engine now. Let me tell you, when Google first came out, Google was a stupid name for a search engine. Infinite number was dumb, right, until it became synonymous. Yahoo was a dumb name until it became synonymous with that. It was the front page of everybody's internet experience for years before they botched it. Those sorts of... Facebook, what's Facebook? It had some relevance in terms of the Facebooks and yearbooks that you had in colleges, but seriously, a name doesn't mean anything until the marketing around it. So I don't get stressed about domain names or indeed names of products, because your marketing is what will push that forward.